This program is designed for you. From sources around the world and widely available on the internet, we've gathered together for you information and tips to help you improve your health. Now let's get started. Let's talk about a few of the reasons why it's good to cut back on the processed foods in your diet. Processed foods and beverages are the biggest source of added sugar and its evil twin, high fructose corn syrup, in your diet. When you look at the processed foods lining the supermarket shelves, know that about 80% of them contain added sugar. No one needs all that sugar, especially not diabetics.
All right, what do we got?
Just came in. Heart attack. 5'9", 300 pounds, 32 years old.
How the hell does that happen?
Did you know that processed foods are actually designed to make you overeat? It's true. What they do is stimulate such a strong reward response in the brain that you want to eat more. Since most diabetics struggle with weight issues, the last thing they need is more empty calories, causing them to gain weight and be less active. Not surprisingly, potato chips are one of the most addictive foods on the market because they contain all three bliss-inducing ingredients: sugar from the potato, fat, and salt.
Of course, what you eat is a personal decision. The overweight and obesity epidemics are a result of people choosing to eat more, eat larger portions, and eat more often. Americans are choosing foods with more sweeteners and more calories. They're drinking more sodas, eating more candy, and snacking all day long.
Don't you think the food industry is simply giving people the products they want?
I don't think that you can talk about giving the public what the public wants without discussing the $33 billion a year that the food industry spends to try to promote that kind of want.
Do we need anything else here?
If you were going to design a strategy to try to get people to eat more food, you'd make food more convenient, you'd make it ubiquitous, you'd encourage people to eat more frequently on more different eating occasions, and you'd encourage them to eat larger portions. And all of those are deliberate strategies to sell more food.
Processed foods are typically made from a mixture of sugar, water, flour, starch, fat, artificial colorings and flavorings. And you could make almost anything out of that. Puddings, snack foods, beverages. Those are dirt cheap to produce. The food is nothing. It's the processing. That's where the profits are.
Typically, processed foods are high in refined carbohydrates, which quickly break down to sugar in your body. As a result, your insulin and leptin levels increase, contributing to insulin resistance. Your blood sugar spikes, then goes down, leading you to crave more carbohydrates and putting you on a blood sugar roller coaster.
Now the food tastes great. In fact, it tastes so great we can't put it down. This is a win-win for the food industry. They complied with the arguments of the 1980s. They've gotten us to eat more, and they are making money hand over fist. The problem is they're doing it at our expense, and we're losing our health.
All right, 91% of all type 2 diabetes could be prevented through improvements in lifestyle and diet. So this all starts in childhood, and it's often undiagnosed until later stages. We call it insulin resistance. This is when the body becomes resistant to the effects of insulin, and it's the main cause of the disease. And when our diet's full of empty calories and abundance of quickly absorbed sugars and carbohydrates like bread and potatoes and rice and pasta, the body slowly becomes resistant to the effects of insulin, and it needs more and more to do the same job to keep your blood sugar even.
In addition to dumping lots of sugar into your bloodstream, causing you to want to overeat, and putting you on a blood sugar roller coaster, most processed foods are low in fiber and low in nutrients. Fiber, the indigestible portion of plant foods, is often processed out, and of course, food manufacturers cannot add in all the vitamins, minerals, and other nutrients that are in unprocessed food. Everyone needs fiber, and is especially important for diabetics because fiber slows down the absorption of sugar into your bloodstream. Thanks so much for watching. We look forward to sharing more information with you on our next video in the Focus on Diabetes series.